You know what isn't empowering? Whenever I see a police officer, I start shaking. It's not fair, and that's not supposed to be happening.
It's not right, Daddy.
what people think you should be sexuality-wise, but it also could be resistance to police brutality. I mean, it's always been resistance, like, because Pride started as saying, hey, I don't have to be straight, hey, I don't have to, tolerate police repression for my sexuality, but it's grown into something much bigger than that. So to me, Pride means resistance. I think Pride this year is important because, first of all, people are protesting in a pandemic, so I think anything in a pandemic says something more. But also, this has been really awesome and revolutionary for us. There's actually no corporate sponsorship this year, and there was definitely no corporate sponsorship of the First Pride, which is a bunch of trans women like throwing beer bottles and bricks at the cops who had come again to beat them up and harass them for being queer. And so there should never have been corporate sponsorship, but the fact that we are doing this without corporate sponsorship means that this is truly an act of resistance this year as opposed to an act of co-optation, which is where this had been going.
To me, Pride means everyone deserving the freedom to be themselves authentically, no matter what their gender is, no matter who they love. It means liberation for queer people and trans people and families like mine. I'm a trans guy, and this is my partner John and my 2 kids. And
so the whole family comes to town?
Yeah, the whole family's here. Yeah, and it's also just about standing up for justice and pointing out all the ways that every form of oppression is connected, and that's why we need to fight for liberation for everybody.
We're going to take a moment of silence. We're going to remember our trans siblings who died. We're going to remember all those who died at the hands of the police. So we're going to do just a moment of silence. We're not going to have to decide left shots. We're not going to have to die for too long. Go,
think Pride is extremely important in Minneapolis right now. 'Cause I think people are recognizing the links between Black liberation and the resistance to police terror and LGBT liberation, especially since they have the shared lineage of Stonewall, of a Black-led rebellion against police terror, a Black LGBT trans woman lesbian-led rebellion against police terror. And that shared lineage is being expressed here at what's basically ground zero of a national uprising against police terror, led by Black folks, led by Black women, by Black trans folks, by Black LGBT folks. It is Pride in this moment is the expression of this entire movement nationwide.
They don't get no peace. They don't get no peace. They don't get no peace.
You get to be put on the spot?
I guess so.
This is why I like to be behind the scenes.
My name is Jay Yates.
So my name's Deshaun McDonald. I am a part of Twin Cities Pride organization. The feel was still energizing for me, even though I wasn't in the same role I had been with Pride over the last 5 years. So being there was like nerve-wracking to see the people coming in, but once we start going, the energy was phenomenal. And then to hear our chants, and then to see the die-in in front of WCCO and the wave of people that just took place, it was really great. It was a really great feeling.
I think that I want that same energy, because like I don't know, I think that like that's sort of the core of what I think that LGBT activism is. Like I think that it is that sort of like militant joy kind of vibe. I think that that's like a vibe that I like want in the future. And it's not that I'm like we shouldn't have concerts, but just that like I don't know, like that getting to always centering sort of like what we're there for, which is, you know, like organized political action. This year it felt like people understood that there's work to be done.
I really hope that Pride does change and it becomes more of the people's pride, that's for sure.
You know, this is a pride for working class Black and brown people, and it's not about Wells Fargo and it's not about Target, it's about us.
Thank you, everyone.